How's it going today, everybody? This is ViperZeroOne. I just wanted to go into my multiplayer server here and show off one of my little creations that I made. First thing we're going to do is change to daytime. So this is, for all intents and purposes, a dam that I just built. And it's actually a functional dam. Still waiting for the world to load here. Come on. There we go. Get loaded. Alright. So anyway, it's a functional dam, meaning that, you know, the water flows through it. You don't generate power from it, of course. But if I wanted to, I guess I could fake it with some redstone. When it's down here, you know, power runs through the redstone line. When it's not, that's actually a good idea. I might actually do that. Maybe put a little town over here and power it with the dam. Anyway, so this is my hydro dam. Like I say, it's not the best hydro dam design out there. I've seen some pretty phenomenal ones, and kudos to the builders of those. I did, however, want to make this a functional dam, meaning that basically the water flow is how do you say, not cheated? It's not a cheated water flow. It's the actual water flow. So what I did was, on my server we do realism. We make sure everything's fairly realistic. So as you can see, water enters here through a well, I haven't really figured that out yet because there's really nothing on this side. So, I mean, I guess a lava spring could bubble the water up to here and, you know, force it up through pressure and whatever. Anyway, so the water fills this chamber. And then, of course, underneath it's all open here, going into our reservoir. And because of physics, I've made sure that the reservoir level is the same level as the water level in here. So it's all, you know, going along with the whole realism thing. Then it comes to our dam. Now, the dam actually has multiple ways of changing the water. And there's a little bug with water, which I hope will be fixed soon. So I did have to make some, I did have to make a closing gate on the back. I didn't want to. It was actually a lot of trouble. I had to hide a lot of redstone work underneath the roof here. Which, this was flat until I decided I needed a gate on the back, and then it became, you know, the shape it is now. Anyway, going in here, you can see our water flow in the interior. Currently it's flowing out the gates at the top. If I shut down the inlet, you can see the water flow stops. There we go. So I can change the outlet, open the floor, and it'll now channel out to down below. So let's see if we can get there fast enough to catch it. Inlet control, let the water flow, and flying away. And the water should be coming any second. There it is. So the water flows out the lower channels now. And, you know, technically, if this was a real dam, the lower channels would be connected to turbines and yada yada yada. But since we don't have turbines in Minecraft yet, mental note to Notch, that would be kind of cool. Anyway, so since we don't have water-activated turbines or anything, we've had to just channel the water. Really? No, I'm flying, that's why. There we go. Anyway, the bug I was talking about, which is another thing I hope is fixed, is we'll change the outlet control, and now the water will be flowing out the front and not the bottom. Actually, it'll probably still flow out the bottom until it runs out of water. Oh wait, no, I have gates. That's right. The gate's closed and the water dissolves or vanishes or whatever you want to call it. So anyway, top gates are open, water's flowing up the front of the dam, and this is where the bug occurs if you don't close the gates properly. So it says, warning, close inlet before changing outlet valve. So I'm not going to close the inlet valve. I'm just going to open the outlet valve. And let's see the fun that ensues here. So the water's shut off. The water's going to now be diverted out the bottom. Okay, everything looks like it's working. The gates are closed up here. Everything looks like it's working. Alright, now, we need to make that hole bigger, I think. So everything's flowing properly now, and boom! The floor's closed, the front's open. So we should have water flowing down the front, but we don't. And this is where it all goes bad. So there's a glitch that the water, for some reason, when it's cut off from its, downward flow, it doesn't resume its forward flow, and that's basically why I had to create the outlet valve, or inlet valve, to fix that. So we'll close the inlet, which is the back. The water will fix itself. Open it back up, and it flows properly again. So just to once again bring back the RPG realism, warning, close inlet before changing outlet. Kind of directions to whoever the power crew happens to be. There you go. That in a nutshell is the dam. Oh, I could take you through the channels again. Down here. So we'll go through the valve here, go through the outlet channel, and as you can see a little bit of the redstone work here that I had to do. Power the pistons, and it goes around the corner and that way and through the dam over to the switch. And this is also shaped on purpose to get the proper water flow, because once again water's screwed up. So without these two blocks here, the water would drop and flow down here without flowing over here. So that's what those two blocks do. And then once those two blocks are in place, I found that the water flowed down here and it fell down here. But for some reason, without this block, it didn't track over here. So weird shapes just to keep the water flowing properly. The output channel, I also had to do some weird shaping too, because right above this is redstone to control the gate down here. And without this, the gate down here does not work. So I wanted some nice smooth outlet channels, but I couldn't do that. I also had to take this block out here so the water would expand to this third line, because with that there it just sticks to these two, doesn't expand to that third line. Oops. So there's quite a bit of, little detail work you have to do to get water flowing properly and get redstone working properly and in place and, all that good stuff. But it's worth it. So anyway, that's my design for my dam. I hope everybody likes it. If you don't like it, well then go make your own dam. If you already made your own dam and it's better than this, congrats. So you gotta flip that so you can watch the floor at the same time. Oh well. Anyway, everybody have a great day, and I'll catch you later in my next video.